So I saw the movie, man, and let me just tell you, man, it was a very, very, very interesting movie. The Book of Clarence, again, was a interesting movie, man. James Samuel pretty much wrote and directed it and did all the music for it. It's a very, very star-studded cast, starring Lakeith Stanfield. Lakeith Stanfield was the main actor. James McAvoy was in it. Of course, Tiana Taylor. Benedict Cumberbatch, I believe his last name. The guy from Doctor Strange. Caleb McLaughlin was in it. From Stranger Things was in it. Michael Ward. Michael Ward is a British actor who played in Top Boy. He was in it. He played Judas. A lot of this cast, man. David Oyelawo, I'm sorry for pronouncing his name wrong, played John the Baptist. My man Eric Kofi Abrifa from BMF, Lamar, he was in the movie. I mean, it was really Alfred Woodard was in the movie. Nicholas Pinnock, who played in the ABC for Life TV show, was in the movie. A lot of folks, man. Tiana Taylor played Mary Magdalene in the movie. Just a star-studded cast, man. And all the actors did a phenomenal job in the movie. And overall, the movie, like I said, it was pretty interesting, but I said it was a good movie. It did take a lot of twists and turns. You know, it almost kind of was genre bending, because at one point, it seems like it may be a comedy or a spoof. Then it turns into like a drama. Then it turns into a biblical movie. The movie was about, I'm not going to give it away, but it's called The Book of Clarence. It's about a guy named Clarence who lived at the same time as Jesus lived the earth and walked the earth. So he, you know, kind of fashioned himself around that movement, around the Messiah movement, to make a name for himself. And he gets himself in all kind of trouble doing so. And again, very funny parts in the movie, very dramatic parts. So it only got a set 67% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's almost 50-50. So it got a lot of negative reviews as well as a lot of positive reviews, mixed reviews. But I think a lot of the complaints was that they didn't know where the movie was going. They didn't know what kind of genre it was. It kept taking twists and turns. The movie is set up in 3 acts, Book 1, Book 2, and Book 3. And each act kind of took a twist and turn. Me personally, I don't mind it, man. I don't mind genre bending, you know, movies. I don't mind movies that are not normal. This movie was definitely outside the box. I'll give it that. And I think it deserves credit for that. And the acting alone, you know, is worth making it, it's worth seeing the movie just for the actors and the performances. The performances were great. And it's a cool little spin on like the biblical times. You know, we've seen the traditional movies. Was it Ben-Hur, the movie that come on every Easter, you know what I'm saying? The Ten Commandments, you know, all the, you know, the Passion of the Christ, all the classic biblical movies. I think this movie deserves to go right up there with that, because, you know, a lot of folks were saying it was a blasphemous movie, you know what I'm saying? It's not blasphemous. They respected the story of Jesus. They didn't like change any facts in the story of Jesus. They didn't change any facts, and they didn't go against none of the story of Jesus. This is just a story that ran parallel to it. And in fact, Jesus is in the movie, you know what I'm saying? The character Jesus. So it didn't do nothing to go against the Jesus story, to go against Christianity. It just told a story right alongside it, that if anything, it affirmed the Christian story. It reassured, you know, it reestablished the Christian story. So it's not blasphemous at all. So if you're worried about it being blasphemous, I'm not gonna lie. The first trailer I saw, I was kind of like, is this making a mockery out of God? But it's not. It's not at all. It's not blasphemous. But it is a very, very unique story. It's an original story. You know, I think it's very creative to take a traditional story and think about, hey, what about the people who are around Jesus? You know, what about the people who were living around that same time? How were they? You know, human nature is human nature. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it was, you know, stuff that you can relate to even in 2024. So I thought it was a real interesting movie. I thought it was good overall. You know what I'm saying? I would give it a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? I would say go see it. I think y'all should see it. Y'all should check it out. I recommend it. You know, I like the movie. You know what I'm saying?